Bestie here. I'm back with another video, and today's video is going to be another what we are reading this week. You guys seem to really enjoy this video concept last week. I mean, it wasn't my all-time most watched video or anything. Got a few views and a lot of you commented with book suggestions, so I appreciate it. So I thought it'd be fun to share with you guys again. I've already filmed this once and my animals came through fighting. They bumped my camera, and so the first part of the footage that I had was lost. It was like corrupted. They bumped the camera and it said card error and it was devastating. So I went ahead and continued filming, and so the second half of the video was fine, but the first part was corrupted. So I'm doing the first part again. So if the lighting changes or the angle changes or whatever, that's why. So anyway, I said it when I originally filmed this, I'm going to say it again. We went overboard at the library this week in a major way. I had a bunch of books that I had on hold. I put my name on the list for those books quite a while ago, and they all came in at the same time. I was only going to take a couple of those books out, but I was informed that if I did that, then the hold was going to expire, and then all of those books that I had on hold were going to go back on the shelf, and then chances were, because it was a more popular series of books, that I wasn't going to be able to get them. I'd have to go back on the waiting list. So I went ahead and took them all out at the same time. I have 2 weeks before they are due back, and I'm allowed to renew them once, so I'm hoping that I can finish all of them in the course of the 3 or 4 weeks or whatever. And do not judge me for the book series that I took out, because I feel like some of you might laugh at me a little bit, but I told you guys last week that I have a very much so like a grade school mentality when it comes to books. I like what I like. I don't care if the books are geared towards 7-year-olds. I will sit and read them if it's something that I enjoy. So that being said, I pulled out a whole bunch of books from the Princess Diaries series of books by Meg Cabot. And let me explain to you guys why. I originally had taken out this book, which is the Royal Wedding. So this book is Princess Mia from the Princess Diaries series, but she's all grown up in this book and she's planning her wedding. So it's more geared toward adults, I guess. I think it's still considered young adult fiction, but I got this because I remember reading the Princess Diaries books back when I was a bit younger. I was 18 or 19, I think, when I got really heavily into that book series, and that was after watching the Princess Diaries movie. So as I was reading through this, I thought that I had finished the series up until this book, but as I was reading through this, I was noticing a lot of things had happened that I didn't know about. So it was clear to me that I had obviously missed a few books. So I went back online and looked through the list of books, and there were a lot more of these Princess Diaries books than I originally knew about, I guess. So what I did was I put my name on the waiting list for every one of the Princess Diaries books in the series that I hadn't read. And it's quite a few, you guys. So I just went ahead and got them all in. Sorry guys, I'm moving some stuff out of my way. So I just went ahead and got them all, and I'm hoping to be able to finish them relatively quickly. They are young adult novels. They are very easy reads. You can get through them really quickly. I read very quickly anyway, so I shouldn't have any problem, but without further ado, let me just go through. These are in no particular order because I don't know what the order is without looking it up online. They're not numbered. So without any particular order here, I have Princess Lessons, I have The Princess Present, Sweet 16 Princess, Princess on the Brink, Princess Forever, and then they also, the only other one on the list that I had not read they didn't have in book form, they only had it in audiobook. So I went ahead and got the audiobook. I figure I can listen to it in the car while I'm driving. I've never really been one to appreciate audiobooks. I like the written word better, but in a pinch, I went ahead and got it. So I'm really excited to finish up that series. Like I said, I realize that it's a bit, I don't know, childish maybe, but I really loved the series when I was younger. I really enjoyed this royal wedding. So I think that I will really appreciate and get enjoyment out of those books. If you guys are Princess Diaries fans, let me know. Did you guys read them when they're younger? Would you read them again? Do you guys like young adult novels? Like, can you get into them? Or do you think I'm too old for them? Let me know what your opinion is on that. So yeah, now we will move on to the books that my children picked out. Sorry about that, you guys. My animals just bumped my camera and there was a write error, so hopefully the footage that have already taken is still intact. But anyway, so as I was saying, Austin didn't want to get anything fiction this week because he just finished up those couple books, and he just wasn't in the mood to sit and do a ton of reading, but he still wanted to get some books to look through. So he and Robbie both kind of went with hobby style books this week. Robbie chose beginning wood carving. He's very much into art and things like this, and he really wants to get into wood carving, I guess. I don't know that he ever will, but it'll give him something to flip through. There's some really gorgeous photographs in here, and I think he will really enjoy checking that out. So there's that one. He also got a couple other wood carving books, if I'm not mistaken here. Yes, he got Wood Carving, 20 Great Projects for Beginners and Weekend Carvers. And what else? In the woodworking family, he also got Carving Faces workbook, which is obviously something... Okay, my animals are fighting right down at my feet. Pat, just go lay down. Go. Go to your room. Okay, so this is going to be too advanced for him, I think, but it's something that, while it's not something that he will be able to like follow the directions and do, it's definitely something that he's interested in flipping through. Sticking with their fishing obsession, they got the Field Guide to Fishing Lures, Identification and Value Guide. Anything else? And the rest of these are all origami books, because that's another thing that both of my children are really interested in trying, I guess. Who am I to judge? Anything that gets them flipping through a book. I don't care if this is something that they take up full time and they love it, or if it's something that they read about and then never really do. I just love that they're reading. So they got Easy Origami, Advanced Origami. They couldn't choose, so they just took all of the origami books that I would let them take. Origami Zoo, so this is going to be like folded paper animals, which I think is so cool. Easy Magician Origami. And the last one here in that kind of genre, I guess, is Origami for Children. Book and paper packs with 35 projects. So... very, very cool. The only other book they got was a book that they thought that my husband would enjoy flipping through. Thought that was kind of nice. It's the Total Gun Manual. My husband is a enthusiast, so he's really interested in this sort of thing. He loves hunting and that sort of thing. So they thought that he might be able to get some enjoyment out of this. It's from Field and Stream, so it should be a good one. So, lastly, and the very last thing they got is a DVD. It is Dolphin Tale 2. They have seen the original Dolphin Tale movie on Netflix, and it's like their all-time favorite. They love it. So they've been bugging and bugging and bugging for me to get Dolphin Tale 2 for them, and so I suggested they check the library, and there it was. So they're going to watch this week. So that's it. I hope that you guys enjoyed seeing the books that we're going to be reading this week. As with last week, I encourage you guys to leave me a comment down below and let me know what books you've read recently, if you have any suggestions for myself or my children. I'd really appreciate it. Give this video a thumbs up if you are enjoying seeing the types of books that we are reading. We absolutely love our library. If you guys don't have a library card or you haven't visited your local library in a while, I cannot recommend it enough because it's been great. Going to the library every week, checking out the different books and things, it gets us out of the house when we have nothing to do, and it's completely free. So, yeah. That's going to do it for me for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!